Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. This is your love reading. Um, I guess you could say for whatever time you want, for whatever time you're watching this, because there is no such thing as time, and we get what we need in the time appointed when we're supposed to. So, this is a pick a card reading, and what you're going to do is you're going to meditate on whatever question it is you have, whatever relationship it is that you have, or whatever relationship you need clarity on. And what you're going to do is also, it could also be about self-love as well, because we are what we attract. Let's put it like that. It's like whatever person we attract into our life, in any given moment of time, that's something that our spirit is like, they're trying to teach us a lesson, some sort of thing that we need to learn, whether it's a good interaction or a bad one. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. So what you're going to do is you're either going to choose deck number 1, deck number 2, or deck number 3. And, choose whichever one that your intuition guides you to. And if it is a bit difficult to choose, then that's why I place these stones here. The clear crystal quartz, the cat's eye, and then we have the amethyst. So pick whichever one you resonate at the given time. And I'll give you a couple moments before we start. And once again, deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go. And for those of you that picked card number 1 with the clear crystal quartz, special words of advice is boundless love. Boundless love. Okay, boundless love. Today I'll open my eyes a little while. Oh, sorry. Reading a little, like my words are slurring a little bit. Okay, today I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls in place. So pretty much is your spirit is telling you that, it'll make your mood better. It'll make your vibrations higher if you think about what it is to like in this world, what it is to love, instead of thinking about all of the negative things. Try to find something positive about any given situation in your life. Oh, looking, and it's saying blessed. Okay, blessed. So yes, you always have to think of how blessed you are rather than what it is that you do not have in life. And then we have you create your story. Pretty much you're the master of your life. I'll read this in a minute, but okay, so it's saying I'm getting, you got the Ace of Swords, okay, got the Five of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that you finally got that epiphany. You finally got that, okay, it's time to move ahead. And it's like you've been very combative and fighting, I guess you could say you've been fighting through life. You've been just probably being a bit pessimistic about things, and it's caused a lot of battles in your life, unnecessary battles. And the thing is, what you have to do is you have to change your perspective in order to lead that life that you want to go off and get the relationship that you want to. You know, you're going to have, once you get that brighter perspective, that higher vibrational perspective, to know that in order for your perspective to change, your views have to change. So instead of looking at the negative in every situation that has caused you to be in so many problematic relationships, so many combative relationships, is actually to look at the good in every situation, so that you can have that fresh start, so you can move along and like start from this point in your life, start a different path. Like pretty much what you were hoping for and what your dreams are, you can manifest, but it starts with you. You have to change your views, change the way that you see things right now, because it's going to raise your vibration in order to allow all of those good things that you've always wanted into your life. So you're the only one stopping your happiness. So in order to, I mean, it seems like here you already got it. You figured in your life that you're going to be happy, and that's all to it. But you have to choose to be happy, and that's how you're going to lead life from now on. If you want to continue, just see how blessed you are in all situations. Have gratitude and infinite love, and that's how you get more things into your life, because God is seeing how much you appreciate those things that are good, instead of rambling on about the things that have went wrong in your life, have went wrong in your relationships. Blessed. I am going to read this, and from a relationship perspective, because we are talking about relationships right now. So, special message for you. 22, blessed. Okay. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Okay, that's it for card number 1. Okay, those that chose deck number 2 with the cat's eye. Special message is acceptance. Acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones I project on them. Same goes for not new people I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us and everyone that it is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to be anything but. Okay, go ahead and look at these. Co-create. Got co-create. And balancing the masculine and the feminine side of your spirit. What's in the dark and what comes to light, learning to manifest and co-create with the spirit, with your higher self, because God has a plan for us, and we might have our dreams, but if those dreams don't align with what God has for us, and He knows us better than we know ourselves, then those dreams may not come into being. But first, in order to gain better clarity of what it is that you actually want, you have to, some crazy stuff going on outside. So anyway, you have to learn how to balance the masculine and the feminine side of your spirit. Okay, and we have the Ace of Cups reversed and the Hierophant. So I see that you've actually been going through a lot of heartache in your life, a lot of emotional, like, You might have like some emotional dependence on people and things that aren't necessarily good for you. I also see that you might just be really depressed, and you might might be overeating, alcohol, I feel like there's a great need for change, a deep need for change. And the only way that that's going to happen is following your higher self to actually co-create what it is that you want. I see that it's possibly a deep loss of love in a marriage. And just like you feel like all hope is gone. You kind of feel numb to what's going to happen and what is in the future for you and this person. Co-creating. Wow. So it's saying acceptance, Ace of Cups. Oh, you have to accept that things are the way that they are because they're supposed to be this way. And possibly a lot of times relationships fail so that you can work on yourself. And maybe this relationship is failing because God wants you to change some things that are going on inside of you so that you can be a better person. And maybe this relationship has actually taken you away from your true self. It's taking you away from the way that you used to be, your independence. So you've been so dependent on this relationship that you've forgotten all about yourself. And you just like formed into you and whoever your significant other is. It's like you two as a pair. There was no individuality in this relationship. And that could be the possible reason why this relationship is going south. But God's here to tell you that you need to work on yourself and you need to trust in Him to help you to co-create the life, the relationship, what it is that you need in your life. And if it's not meant to be, then you got to accept that it's not meant to be either. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this for you. Co-create, number 40. Connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come into on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is extraordinary being looking back at you? Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So it's letting you know that good things are coming for you as well, especially if you listen to what God is trying to tell you. It says here, balance and equality. If I'm losing balance in a pose, I stretch higher and God reaches down to steady me. It works every time, and not just in yoga. Despite our differences, by changing our position, stance, or direction, we may find a common ground and jointly interact. This process is made easier when both sides participate in unison. A jester performs his dance, strength and motion combine. In one instance, he remained frozen in perfect poise. In his hand, he balances two masks of opposite shapes. Despite their fundamental differences, his dancing form positions them so their opposites are transformed and their shapes are now morphed to one of complementary yin and yang harmony. Balance by default requires equality of purpose, position, and desire. Both sides A pivotal point must consider the position of the other. If one side fails to cooperate, balance is lost. That's it for number 2. And for those of you who picked deck number 3 with the amethyst. Maturity. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life and see value in even the most broken pieces. Okay. Looks like you're going through a definite transformation. You're actually looking at the things of the past, the emotional losses of the past, and you're learning from it. You're growing in perspective and you're becoming mature. You are actually going through a soul evolution because you chose to actually learn from the lessons that you have been brought and that you have been taught, instead of just keeping steady going through the same thing, refusing to see the bigger picture. So well done. Then you got this one. It's all about connections and connections of the past as well. Then you got milk and honey. Milk and honey. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. 51. Relationship wise. So you're definitely evolving when it comes to relationships. So, I mean, the next relationship that you get in, you're not going to have to deal with the same mess that you went through, because that karmic lesson has been learned. So you are going to get a better person this time around, or the relationship is going to be better because you learn from the lessons. You change your vibrational frequency. Therefore, the people that come to you are actually going to be of a higher vibrational frequency than in the past. Okay. Relationships. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished by the honey of abundance. So definitely, you got a very good spread right here. And you're getting this abundance in your life, and it's coming to you because of the work that you've been through. And you weren't trying to just stay on the lesson, which is great, because you would have attracted another karmic relationship, something that you had to learn once again because it was never learned the first time. But now you can look forward to good things happening to you, and a great relationship and good times with family and friends. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. 28. Contact, reaching out, spiritual bonds, connection. Each contact with a human being is so rare, so precious. One should preserve it. In this life, we are spirit and we are flesh. When we forget that we are both, we can suffer unnecessarily. This card can indicate a need to take time for meditation and connect with one's higher self. This will in turn allow us to see the spiritual aspects of others more clearly and be able to reach out to them more easily. A young man stands in a contemplative mood. The mask before him indicates that he has stepped away from his usual role in life. A flame beside the mask signifies an eternity of our nature and reminds us that all we can see, this earthly realm, is no more than a mask. In his right hand he holds a bell jar that contains the face of a woman. Maybe she is his spirit guide or a love from the past life. She is reaching out to him with much love and tenderness. In his left hand he holds two batons, indicating the duality of human nature. They might also indicate that he has more than enough will to move life. So definitely a good spread, and good luck with everything that happens. Good luck to everyone, and this is your reading for now. Thank you, and see you next time.